Hi, everybody. Okay, I think we just came on. Hi, I'm Jacqui Duran, independent Scentsy consultant. I am coming to you at a special date and time for this Google Hangout for this week's Scentsy chat training. I went to the live stream option with my YouTube channel, thinking that that would be a better platform because there are a lot more options when you're able to live stream. Not to say that I don't love my Google Hangout and this method of doing the videos, but I really wanted to get the live stream up and going. And so last night I did a crash course of a good 45 minutes to an hour, installing a brand new program and an encoder to get that live stream to go. And I really thought I was ready. I thought I was ready. I had it all set up. I was super proud of it. I was really excited to get it going. And I did it. I started it and recorded for a total of 48 seconds. Now, for the people who were joining me live, they were well aware that it was streaming and they saw me in the very beginning within those first 48 seconds. But then apparently I disappeared. And so it was unbeknownst to me because unlike Google Hangout, when I do these, I have a chat bar. I can see live viewers. I can see all of that. So if there's chat, if people have questions, they can message right there in the chat and I can see it in real time and be able to respond back. That's the whole point of doing these live chats. However, with the encoder program, can't see that. So that was a downside because I had no idea that it stopped live streaming. So I continued on my merry way doing the entire video. It probably did a good 45 minutes-ish of the live stream. I ended the live stream. I was very happy. I thought it went very smoothly, at least from my end. And then I went back to check it. And then I started seeing comments and messages. And it was an epic fail. So to replace that, I still didn't want to go the week without being able to get this training out. So
My mouse is going to go potty.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
I just got home from work and I do have some things planned for this evening. So I thought, well, rather than try and rush it later on this evening, I'm just going to hop on. I'm going to get it done now. And then that way, you know, for those who couldn't join live or didn't know I was going to sporadically at the last moment put this video together, it'll obviously be available for playback. So I'm here on my regular platform using Google Hangout because I know it will work. And so for the next week, I'm going to play around with my new encoder program. I'm really going to work to try and make that work because honestly, it's going to be fantastic, guys. It really, really is. So I'm excited for that platform. Obviously I need to work out the bugs. So I apologize for those of you who joined last night, but I'm trying to make it up to you today. So very quickly, I do a very quick welcome. You know, obviously I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to watch these videos. I love getting to hear your feedback. So meeting all of you and, you know, getting the feedback that, you know, maybe something is helping and you've got ideas. And in fact, tonight's agenda or last night's agenda, AKA take two today's agenda, actually was inspired by some feedback from one of you. So I appreciate it. And trust me, I do take it all into account and try and work it into the upcoming agendas. So if you have ideas and you need help with something or just would like to talk about something in general, do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can do that via the my Facebook fan page. You can get on there and do that. And get a hold of me. If you're not friends with me on my personal Facebook, you can email me. You can comment here on my YouTube channel. However it is that you would like to get in touch with me, you can most certainly do so. I do highly recommend that if you are not already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel because that is truly the only way that you're going to get those announcements when the videos come out. So if I happen to do a surprise live stream or a surprise Google Hangout like I'm doing at the moment, you'll be alerted that it happened. So Sorry for my impromptu hangout, but it had to be done. I tell you, it's been a week. Okay. But speaking of weeks, there is so much going on with Scentsy right now. Oh my goodness. It's only the 5th of August. And we just have a bunch of stuff all happening all at the same time with Scentsy. So that's why I felt that, again, I didn't want to take a week off. And, you know, even though I had the technical trouble last night, I wanted to power through because I wanted to make sure that you guys got the information and are able to put your plans in place, because time is key right now. And so I want to make sure that you guys are on track and you're ready to go. And you're just as stinking excited as I am about everything going on with Scentsy. Now, August, it doesn't seem like it should be a really big month, but it just so happens that everything just kind of coincides and all bunched up together with this month. So what are some of the things we've got going on? Well, we've had some amazing join promotions going on. We had our Join in June promotion, which went amazing. We had a July promotion where we had a discounted price on the starter kits. It was fabulous. We had a ton of new consultants. I welcome some. And then this month, we don't technically have like a join promotion, but August is known as what I like to call it, the supersized kit. So when you join in August, you get, now it's $99 US, 119 Canadian, and you get your starter kit, right? Just like you would any other time. You're going to get everything you need to start your business. But in August with our supersized kits, what you get, because this is truly transition for us. We are transitioning out of our spring and summer 2015 catalog. What, honey?
I just want to be in your video.
Well, not right now, okay? I'm right in the middle of it. Can we do it later?
Yeah, but I just going to real quick. I just want the kids to see my blue shirt. It will be really quick.
So everybody see her blue shirt? It looks amazing. Okay, go watch your show for me, okay?
Okay.
And I'll be there.
Okay.
Thank you. Adorable. We are transitioning out of our spring and summer 2015 catalog, and we're getting ready to launch into our fall and winter 2015 catalog. Fantastic things are happening right now. But not only do we as consultants need to get ready and transition out of this one and get ready for the new one, but our customers do too. So when you're joining in August, again, you get your whole entire starter kit just like you normally would, but Scentsy thinks of us as consultants, and of course, especially our new consultants joining, because this is what happens. So for us as consultants, when it's transition month, we obviously need to get ready for the new catalogs coming out, right? I had to go ahead and order some new catalogs because I needed the catalogs to be ready to go for September. I also had to get on there and I needed to order tester sets, so that way I have my testers ready to go for September and I can start getting ready and gearing up for the big changeover to the new catalog. Now, Scentsy does not want you as a new consultant, when you're joining in August, to suddenly have to turn right around and buy additional products for your business when you're just starting. They don't. That's why they're amazing. Well, one of the many reasons that they are so amazing, but they think of those things, right? They are thinking all the time about how they can better help us. And so in your starter kits for August, you get, again, everything that you would normally get, but you also get the fall and winter catalogs. And you also get the new scents that will be coming out in September. So that's what I mean by supersized. You're getting both the spring and summer things that you need, and you're getting the fall and winter things that you need. So that way you truly do not have a transition. You're just going to be using different products once September hits, and you'll start using this catalog instead of this catalog. Make sense? Amazing. I've already had my first recruit join for August, so she is getting her enhanced supersized kit, and it's going to be on its way to her. She is my first Canadian team member, so I am extremely excited to expand to my friends in the North. And I'm only going to encourage her to invite all of her friends to join, because I would love to be able to build a team in Canada. I really, really would. That's why I expanded my business to Canada, the same reason that I expanded it to Mexico. So I hope to do the same thing and go both ways. I hope to expand, continue to grow in Canada, and I hope to begin in Mexico. So you know what to do, right? You know that you just need to hop on my website and join, so you can get in on all the fun, because it's amazing. Because my new recruit, you know, she has been a Scentsy fan for a long time. And so she was telling me in one of the emails that she sent me that, you know, she loves Scentsy. She's a fan of Scentsy, and just seeing and hearing about all the amazing things that are going to happen in September, she was like, oh my gosh, I've got to join. This is the time. And she's exactly right. That is the exact reason to join, because it truly is the time to join and get ready for this amazing catalog, because you guys are going to flip when you see what is in this thing. If you haven't yet seen any sneak peeks, you're going to flip when you see it, because I did. It is just mind-blowing what Scentsy is doing coming up in September. So extremely excited for that. So those of you who possibly are on the fence, you need to hop off that fence and join. You truly, truly do. So we've got that. We've got our supersized kit going on. Now, for the Scentsy fans, I do that for two reasons. One, I'm a crazy person. And for two, I'm meaning I am a Scentsy fan. You guys know that first and foremost, I am a fan of Scentsy and Scentsy products, right? I am. One of the, if not the biggest reason that I joined Scentsy was because I just love the product. And I thought, well, gosh, I love it so much. Why don't I give this a shot and see what's going to happen? But what Scentsy wants to do, again, thinking of us, because we're fading out some of the products and some of the scents are going away that are in our current catalog. What they want to do is offer us the ability to grab the things that we want. This is like our last chance. This month is truly our last chance to get these things out of the catalog. So almost every single thing in this catalog is 10% off. Now we're going to go over more precisely what is not 10% off. But for the most part, almost every single thing in this book is 10% off, right? Those prices are, of course, reflected on the website, so you don't have to worry about telling somebody special pricing or anything like that. It's truly a corporate special. The prices are straightforward for everybody, so you can share the fact that everything, almost everything, is 10% off. When in doubt, what I tell people who ask and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure if this is on sale or not, or if this is included or not. When in doubt, hop onto your own website and take a look for yourself. I truly encourage you guys to know and be familiar with your own website, because especially if you're like me and you're busy and you've got that little one running around and in your hair, and maybe you're getting a text or a phone call or an email or whatever, and someone's saying, oh my gosh, I'm on your website and I'm trying to order a 6-pack of bars and I don't know where to go. Do you know where to go? If not, you need to jump on your website and you need to figure out where to go. By the way, the answer to that question is to select under the Combine and Save. Click on Combine and Save, and that's where you're going to find all of the Combine and Save packages. So the 3-pack of bars, the 6-pack of bars, the 3-pack of light bulbs, everything is all in there, right? That's where all of your Combine and Saves live. So just FYI. But you really do need to be familiar with your website to be able to direct people there too. Because even if you're like me and you do a lot of social media marketing, again, you need to be directing those customers to where you want them to go, right? So if you're talking about, hey, you want to grab a 6-pack this month because it's only, and I'm talking in US prices, it's only $22.50. And so that makes it $3.75 a bar. That's a super great deal. You need to hop onto my website and order that. Again, you need to be able to tell them where to go on your website to get that, or include the link, whatever you want to do to direct them, because that's the last thing you want is a customer getting onto your website and trying to purchase something and then getting confused. And then what happens when they get confused? They get frustrated, and they just plain give up, right? We don't want that to happen. First of all, we don't want them to have a negative experience when they're shopping for Scentsy. It's a fun thing, right? It's a fun experience. We don't want it to be negative in any way. And we want to be able to provide that amazing rock star customer service that we're known for, to be able to say and have those customers say, oh my gosh, she knew exactly what I needed and knew exactly where I needed to go to get what I wanted ordered. So be that consultant. So we've got 10% off going on this month. Because it's transition, again, make sure that you're hopping on, you're ordering your supplies now. So for you consultants who did not and have not joined yet in August, so you're not getting the catalogs and the testers with your new kit, we need to be able to, or you need to get on and start preparing yourself for the new catalog season that is going to launch on September 1st. Now, again, since you're thinking of us, they actually discount our business supplies for certain things. They discount them, what, 10% off, 20% off? I don't know what it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. For the month of August. So you can get on for a little bit of the discounted rate and be able to order those supplies. So your catalogs, your tester sets, your showcase brochures, things like that, you can hop on, you can order your order forms. For those of you who don't know, the order forms are changing, okay? They're changing. So they are going from, not only did we have an amazing, outstanding new logo that was designed. I love the new logo. So here is our current order form, okay? There's our current order form. That's what it looks like. This is our new order form. So you see, we've got our new logo up there at the top. Yay, new logo. It looks fantastic. We also have our new host rewards down here. A host rewards, but to get the free shipping. So for the qualifying party. So the price has gone up for a qualifying party. Instead of $150 to have a qualifying party, it is going to be $200. Now, if you do still have a bunch, maybe of the, they're current now, but they will be old as of September 1st order forms. Now, yes, the logo is fine. It's fine. But make sure if you're going to use these past August 31st, you need to make sure that your hosts, your customers are well aware that if they are having a party, that this information is changing, okay? Not only because their host rewards will not kick in until they hit 200 PRV, but also the free shipping will not kick in until they hit 200 PRV. So that's a big deal, right? So again, it's not a huge deal if you need to use some of these or use what you have up. That's okay. You know me, I'm all about using your business supplies until the very last second, getting your last penny out of these because we buy them. Get your money's worth. But just make sure that you're either crossing that out or saying, see me, or something like that. That way they know, because again, you don't want a negative experience to happen. And even though it's not your fault, it's someone's fault, you just don't want to forget to mention that and then have someone be like, well, you totally didn't tell me that. And that's not what I shopped for when I was doing my party. And now I'm upset. We don't want those experiences. So again, just letting people know ahead of time. So make sure you're getting ready for September. Another thing to note, and I think, I can't remember if I talked about this on a previous video or not. What you need to do when we get closer to the end of the month. Don't worry about doing it now because you want your testers and everything out and running around and working for you. But when it gets closer to the end of the month, maybe that last week of the month or something, what you need to do is you need to get all your testers together and you need to go through, and you can either do it from the discontinued lists that are running around with all the scents that are discontinuing, and then compare them to the new scents that are going to be available. And what you need to do is pull out any scents, any testers that are no longer going to be available September 1st. Why? Because again, we want to avoid any negative experiences. I speak from experience in saying that you certainly don't want to go to a party and have all your testers there and think you're ready to go. And then all of a sudden people are ordering, and they're ordering a scent like A Wink and a Smile or Fresh Cut Daisies or Lucky in Love. And when you go to enter the order later, and maybe you didn't look over their order form when they were ordering, what have you, and you're going to input it into the workstation and you're reading it and you're looking for it, and you're like, oh, where's Lucky in Love? I can't find it. And maybe you're posting on your Facebook groups or to your friends and saying, hey, what happened? Why can't I order Lucky in Love? That's because it went away. So I say it from experience because I did it, and it was now granted, my customers ended up understanding. I didn't have a bad time with it, but I had to suck up and swallow my pride and let them know I was completely honest. Hey guys, I messed up. I am so sorry. I didn't take out the testers that are now discontinued. I will be more than happy to help you find new scents to replace the ones that are no longer available. Don't pull a Jacqui. Don't be me. Don't be me. Learn from my mistakes. The big news, the incentive trip. So we're going to touch on that very, very quickly here. Well, not very quickly. I'm not going to do a very quick run through because it's not a quick thing to run through. I am going to pull it up on my phone, and that's only because my live stream last night. Gosh, guys, it was going to be fantastic. It really was. I had it all ready to go. I had the screen share ready. Total bummer. Total bummer. Okay. What you guys need to do is, if you haven't, you need to log in to your workstation. You do not have to do this in the same real time that we're doing this right now. But if you're watching on playback, pause your video or have it handy, ready to reference, right? Okay, let me scroll down here. What you need to do is go to the Resources tab on your workstation. And when you open that up, you don't really have to do anything, but just if you're on mobile, sorry, you can't see that. It's blinding. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, the first page that pops up, and you will see Scentsy. Wow. Scentsy Incentive 2016. That's what you're going to see. Okay. And this is actually the PDF version. Maybe we can see it. Not really. I'm not even going to try. Sorry. It was going to look really pretty on the live stream. Okay. I'm going to quit crying and I'm going to learn that program. I will prevail. Okay. So, have you guys heard about the incentive trip? It was just announced at Reunion. And every season, we do an incentive trip qualification period. Now, we just got out of one, right? We had our summer incentive, and it was launched to leadership. And it was for May, June, and July. It was 3 months. 3 months you had to earn points to qualify for the incentive. And the incentive was the leadership trip. The leadership trip is something that is just a fantastic thing that Scentsy gives us. No matter what your title, you can earn these trips. So that is what is really fantastic. It's really fantastic because, what, honey? Okay, I'll be done in just a minute, okay? Okay. This is why I normally do it when she's in bed at night. Okay. Incentive, launch the leadership. So what they do is they get everybody together, and it's literally like a very 4 or 5 day breakdown of leadership, and it's going over being a better leader and just really giving you some great tools to become better leaders. Yeah. I mean, not right now, okay? I'm doing.
Mommy, my tummy hurts.
Okay, then lay down. Thank you. I'll be done. And so I am happy to announce I earned it. I earned the Launch the Leadership trip. Now, for those of you who are new, don't know what that is, hi, please. Okay. What that is a cruise to Cozumel, Mexico in January. So I'm extremely excited, and it's wonderful that Scentsy It's wonderful that Scentsy gives us those opportunities to be able to do these things, because I don't know about you guys, but my day job certainly does not give me any free trips. They haven't. Please stop. I'm not going to ask you again. They don't. So Scentsy is the only job that does that for me. And it's fantastic. I absolutely cannot wait. And if you had told me when I started Scentsy that I would be earning a free cruise to Cozumel, I would have completely laughed in your face and said, gee, there's no way that's happening. But it did. It happened. And I can't even begin to explain to you the excitement and the joy and the happiness and the pride that it gave me to be able to do that. Even when it was happening, a couple of us were messaging each other back and forth like, oh my gosh, did you get it? Did you get it? I think I got it. I don't know. Do I get an email? I'm waiting for the balloons to start falling from the sky to tell me you earned the cruise. The balloons haven't fallen yet, but in my head, they're falling. It's fabulous. So in 3 months, I was able to do that, right? The incentive qualification period that we are in now started August 1st, and it runs all the way through July 31st. Guys, that is 6 months. 6 months to be able to sit down and earn credits to earn an incentive trip. Now, there's 2 options to an incentive trip. You have your choice when you earn the credits for this trip. You can take those credits and you can go to Nashville next July for our Scentsy family reunion. That's right. All expenses paid to Nashville for Scentsy family reunion. It's fabulous. I am so excited to have it in Nashville. I'm so excited to have it in Nashville. And my aunt and my uncle live there, and I'm very excited to be able to go down and to see them. So I will definitely be going. Whether I earn it or not, I will be there. It's going to be fantastic. Please be quiet. So you can choose that option, or the second option, you can earn a trip to Disney World. Now, for those of us who have little ones, and I don't know if you have ever priced a trip to Disney World. Yes, it is the happiest and most magical place on earth. It is also
it's the fun place ever.
It's also a very expensive place.
And it's fun too.
It costs a lot of money. And I don't know about you guys, but I have never been able to go. Okay. I am really wanting to earn this trip for myself and my family to be able to do this. So
Me too.
that's what I'm working towards. Now, when you pull up the incentive information and information on your workstation and look at this, you might be looking at this and going, oh my gosh, that looks like a lot that I have to earn. And honestly, when we're about to break it down here, stop it. It really truly isn't, because to earn the trip for 1, it's 19,000 credits. To earn the trip for 2, so that's you and 1 guest, that's 38,000 credits. To earn it for 3 is 50,000. 4 is 62,000. 5 is 80,000. And 6 is 99,000. So again, that's you and 5 people. Okay, so that means you, and if you've got children, take your children, or your mom, or your dad, or your cousin, or your brother, your sister, whoever, you're able to take those people with you on a full, all expenses paid trip. And when Scentsy does a trip, they truly go all out. Okay, for my trip to Cozumel, all I have to do is get myself to the airport. Okay, they're going to take care of my flight, my baggage fees, my food, my accommodations, everything is taken care of, guys. Everything is taken care of for you. The same thing is going to apply for Nashville and or Disney World. So the question comes, how do you begin to earn this, right? So let's just dive right in, okay? First thing you need to do is you need to decide which one you want to do, okay? Pick. And it may take some thought, okay? For me, it did for a second. Thinking, okay, how can I decide what I want to do? Because I really want to go to Scentsy Family Reunion. So that would be a really great way. Madison, I'm serious, okay? Please stop.
Okay.
Stop. I really want to be able to go to Nashville to Scentsy Family Reunion, but at the same time, I really, really, really probably will not have the chance to go to Orlando and do that trip. So that's the one that I'm going to work for. So I had to make that choice. The next thing I want you to do is you need to make it visual. When I say make it visual, and I say the same thing and recommend the same thing for your just standard goals, right? Whatever your goals may be, if that's to promote, if that's to hit a certain PRV, whatever it is, okay? Make it a visual goal. If that means writing it on a Post-it note and sticking it on the fridge, so that way every time you go to the fridge, you see it. Or if you've got your office, your workspace at home, post it up on your bulletin board so you see it. Make it into an infographic or a picture with your phone and make it the wallpaper on your phone or on your computer even. And that way you're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're seeing it. You're making it a visual cue. One of the bloggers that I follow, her name is Elizabeth Ryder, and she wrote an article or a blog at the beginning of the year about vision boards and how they work. And I'm a firm believer in vision boards, not only because it's a crafty project for me to get down and do, and I love crafty projects. It's a fun project to do. I've done many dream boards and vision boards, and I love them. But I'm going to read from her blog very quickly because there truly is like a science to why we want it to be visual, right? So what she talks about is visualization is the most powerful mind exercise that you can do. Olympic athletes have been using it for decades to improve performance, and Psychology Today reported that the brain patterns activated when a weightlifter lifts heavy weights are also similarly activated when the lifter just imagined or visualized lifting the weights. So what's the big secret to creating a vision board that works? It's simple. Your vision board should focus on how you want to feel. Now, I think that this really rings true, and this is probably why I'm referencing this blog post, because she talks about how the purpose of your vision board is to bring everything on it to life. When I talk about Scentsy especially to my customers, or just in general, when I talk about Scentsy truly, the scent experience evokes memories, and it can evoke different feelings, right? So a certain scent can make you feel relaxed. A certain scent may remind you of your husband or a loved one. A certain scent, maybe like baked apple pie, a scent like that can remind you of maybe your grandmother and baking with her when you were younger. It can evoke memories. Scent creates memories, and visual cues will create memories. So she was showing an example of her dream board, and she was talking about it. And her example was that she had a coaster from Dry Bar on her vision board. And she said, it's not because I want to open my own blow dry bar, but because I love the feeling I get when I walk into one of Allie Webb's dry bar establishments. I want my customers to feel the same happy vibes when they come across my brand. So on my board it went. I added a few trinkets like a peacock feather and bookmark that I picked up at retreats where I felt incredible energy and motivation around what I was learning. When I'm in my home office, I want to feel the same way as I feel at those retreats. So that's what she's meaning by it's giving that object a visual cue for your brain to think back to how it felt, what you experienced, things like that, right? It's triggering those memories in your brain. It's firing those images in your head and making you relive them almost. So the same thing. So maybe it happens to be a postcard from your upline that told you what a great job you did. Or maybe it's when you hit shooting star and you get your postcard in the mail from Scentsy and it's there. Or maybe it happens to be you went to family reunion and you want to hang your badge up and things like that that will cue you and remind you of ways that you felt, or things that just give you that happy place, right? And it doesn't even have to be Scentsy related. Maybe it's just something that it just means something special to you and it really holds a good, positive, happy feeling for you. Put it on the board. That way, when you look at it, you're going to feel the same way. And that's going to help you work better, and it's going to help you visualize those goals. So if deciding on Disney World is going to be your goal, get a magazine, what have you, print off some pictures from the internet of Disney World or of Mickey Mouse, or maybe it's a stuffed animal from the kids' room, and bring it and sit it on your desk. When you see Mickey sitting on your desk, you're going to be reminded, I'm working to go see that guy. I'm going to go see him. And that's going to give you that visual cue. We're going to do a review real quick of the credits. So let me pull this back up on my phone here. Remember, you can go to your resources tab, scroll down, and you will see Scentsy Incentive 2016. So how can you start earning these credits, right? How can you get there? So there's a couple different ways for you to be able to get there. So for every point you earn in PRV, you're going to earn 1 credit towards your incentive trip. Breaking that down, let's say you have $500 in sales for August. You're going to get 500 credits for having 500 PRV for that month. Remember, you have 6 months to do this, okay? This is why I said it truly is attainable. So, PRV, you're going to get credits for your PRV. Sponsoring. When you have someone new join your team between August 1st and January 31st, you get 100 credits for every single person that joins. For every single one of those that joins, and when they hit certified for the first time, which is achieving 1,000 PRV in sales, they get, or you get 500 credits for each recruit that hits certified during that time period. You also get, for every new recruit between August 1st and January 31st, who is still a recruit and still a team member at the end of January 31st, you get 400 credits for each one that is still an active consultant at the end of the qualification period. So at the end of January, if they're still a consultant, you're going to get 400 credits for each of them. So 400 plus 500 plus 100, right there is 1,000. So 1,000 credits for every single recruit that you get between August and the end of January. They're going to hit certified, and they're going to still be a consultant at the end of January. So 1,000 credits. Just go ahead and count on it. Put it in the bank. Count on it. That's going to happen. You're going to make sure it happens, because you're going to make sure that you're sponsoring them, you're sharing with them, and you're giving them ideas and tips and things like that about their business, right? You're going to make sure that they get there. You're going to be cheering them on. You are their biggest cheerleader when they're joining under you. So 1,000 points. Let's say you sponsor 2 new team members for every single month of the incentive qualification period. So that's 2 people for 6 months. It's 12 people. That is 12,000 credits. Let me scroll back here, or you can look back here. When you want to earn the trip just for you, that's 19,000 credits. You're only 700 credits away. Now, I guarantee you in 6 months, you're at least going to do $700 in PRV in 6 months. I hope you do. I want you to. And then you have earned the incentive trip for you, right? But now you want to make sure that you're earning it for you and maybe your husband or you and your kids, right? So we want to continue that. We don't want to just stop at that level, right? We don't. For many reasons, because we still want a paycheck, right? That's where our paycheck comes from, is our commissions and working our business. Now, on top of that, you also get credits for your personal promotions. So when you promote and change your title and change your rank, so when you title up or level up and you become a certified consultant, you get 1,000. Lead, you get 1,500. Stars, 2,000. Superstars, 3. Director is 5. Star director is 8. Superstar director is 10,000 credits just for promoting, right? Now, you also get credits for your personal achievements. So if you earn Shooting Star, you get 3,500. If you earn Sensational Start, you get 4,000 for level 1, 45 for level 2, 5,000 for level 3. Now, every time that you're paid at your title, you get credits for that too. If you attend an event, so if you attend either the Velada Convention, Superstar Director Summit, Boot Camp, or Leadership, you get points for those as well. All of that's going to be able to add up for you. And that's why I said this truly is very attainable. And what is Scentsy doing? They're giving us credits towards an incentive trip for what? For working our businesses. That's it. They're not asking us to go above and beyond. They're not asking us to give up our firstborn child. They are not asking us to even take any more time out of our day or do anything special. They are just saying, work your business and grow your business, and we will give you a free trip. That's it. Again, my day job, I work my butt off at my day job. Just because I do my job does not mean that I get a free trip. Doesn't mean I get a bonus. Doesn't mean I get a raise. Doesn't mean they even buy me lunch, okay? They don't do any of that. Scentsy is fabulous in the fact that all they're asking me to do is work my business and grow my team, and they're going to give me a free trip to Disney World. Something that, yes, if I really sat down with my husband and we buckled down and we started chunking money into our vacation budget and paid off our credit cards and used those, yes, we could take ourselves to Disney World. Wouldn't it be that much more special if I went to Disney World with my family saying, I got us here because I earned it for free? Do you see me getting all emotional right now? Because I'm just like picturing it like, oh my gosh, I could actually do that and give that to my family for working my Scentsy business. We are so much more than wax and warmers, guys. We are totally so much more than wax and warmers. So this is very attainable. There's so many ways that you can do it. You can see just by going over those quick points, there's so many ways to do this. So if I can do it in 3 months and earn a trip to Cozumel, within 6 months, we can totally do this. So let's do it. Let's make our plans. Let's sit down, decide which one we want, and let's just work for it. Now, you guys who are just joining, you may be sitting there going, oh, well, I'm a new consultant. And, obviously, I probably couldn't sponsor people. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about the business myself. I want to encourage all of you out there. If you are joining, if you've just joined, you should be recruiting. You should be asking people to join your team, because why not do it with somebody? Ask your best friend, ask your whoever it is in your life, ask them if they want to join, because doesn't the buddy system work better for you? If you have somebody who you're working together with and you're sharing ideas, plus it's somebody that you really like anyway, that's amazing to be able to share that experience and work towards it together, and then be able to say, you know what? We're both going to Disney World for free with our families. This is awesome. So buddy up, have people join your team just for that reason alone. So I'm going to give you some of the ways that I work my business on the go, because I'm busy, especially during the week. It's crazy. It's hectic. I have a lot of work to do for my day job that doesn't give me free trips. So I block out my business to be able to touch on different things each day of the week. So that way, every single day of the week, I'm touching my business in some shape or form. Now, to be able to set myself up for success, I want to be able to try and make it as easy and as streamlined as I possibly can. Okay. So here's some of the ways I do that. When Scent of the Month comes in, because I subscribe to Scent and or Warmer of the Month every single month. When it comes in, I will take, usually it's a weekend. Okay. So I have a little bit of extra time. I will go take my Scent of the Month, and I will usually do like one big batch of making samples. And so to do that, what I do is I use my handy dandy chocolate melter, right? Chocolate will never be used in this melter. This melting pot is truly for wax only. I love it because I can take a whole bar out of the package, plop it inside there, and within like 2 minutes, the entire thing's melted. It has little spouts, so I can literally pour it out. And what I do is I use my molds that I get at my local craft store. I have the Scentsy molds too that I bought in the family store. And I make my molds up. So again, I'm doing like 2 or 3 bars, sometimes 4 bars. It depends on how busy I think I might be. And I will just do one huge whole batch, right? It will take me maybe an hour to 2 hours to get it all done, right? And then what I do is I get on, and when Vistaprint is doing a sale, it doesn't have to be this fancy or anything like that, but I do it because I like an easy, quick convenience thing, right? So I got my whole basket full of samples here that I've made up, and they're ready to go. So I take my samples that I've made, I put them in a bag, I label them up. Oh, there's the star. Label it up. And then I have my postcards that are already pre-done, right? So this is a pre-made postcard or a mailer, whatever we want to call it. All I have to do is write the name of the scent right there on my card. All of my information is there. So all I have to do is take this. I don't have an envelope handy. I get the envelopes with them. I stick it in an envelope. I address the envelope. I put a stamp on it, and out the door it goes. See how easy it is to come over here and just grab from my basket when I need samples and run and go? Because what happens during the week, what have you, I will get emails, I will get texts, I will get phone calls, I will get messages, I will get comments, and people say, hey, will you add me to will you send me a sample? I'd love a sample. Well, can you send me one? Of course. Every Wednesday, I actually hit up the post office. And so what I do is, so if I get that request, I immediately go and I write the envelope out and I get my sample ready. I put my stamp on it, and I have a bag that sits right over there. And it's my Scentsy bag, and that is my post office bag. So everything that needs to be mailed, I put it together very quickly, in the bag it goes. That way on Wednesday, all I have to do is grab that bag, run to the post office, drop it off, and I'm done. Okay? It's a really, really, really great time saver. So if you're able to sit down, make one big batch of samples, that way you're not having to sit down and do it. So if somebody messages you or calls you or texts you or whatever, and they're like, hey, can I have a sample? And you're like, oh, yeah, shoot. Ugh. I need to make some samples. I need to find time to do that. All right, I'll make some time to do that. And then you're trying to either make like 1 or 2 samples, or you're just trying to find the time to do it. Just work smarter, not harder. Okay, so find ways that it works best for you. This works amazingly well for me because, like I said, when I get those requests, all I have to do is address the envelope, put it in the bag, and it's ready to go. I don't have to think about it or worry about it or go, oh, man, did I put her name down? Did I get her? I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, so in the bag it goes. So I've got that. I also have my bank bag, my Scentsy bank bag. And I love the new ones because they have little handles on them. Oh, that's stinking amazing, right? I carry my bank bags with me everywhere, and it's not really like a pouch party because I don't have testers in here, but what I do have in here are basically all of my paper goods, right? I have business cards. I do have some samples in here. Okay, have those. I've got I also made up, I ordered through Vistaprint some postcards, and these truly are postcards, right? These are postcards to send out for booking parties for September. So what I can do with these is, you'll see I literally have everything already written out on there or printed out. So all I have to do is put their name and their address on there and put a stamp up here in the corner, and in the mail bag it goes, and it's done. And it already has all my info on it. All I had to do is fill out a name and an address. I also have post and join brochures in here. Monthly special flyers in here. And then I have, I think that's it, these last two things. Catalogs and product lists. Now we talked a little bit about this. Oop, upside down. Talked a little bit about this last week. We want to get every penny's worth out of our business supplies, right? These catalogs are going away at the end of August, so I want to get rid of them. So this bag filled with all of this stuff travels with me wherever I go. So for example, on Friday, I'm going to be running and doing errands for a good majority of the day. So this bag is going to go with me everywhere I go. So when I go to the nail salon, when I go to Target, it's going to come in because there's wax inside. I can't leave wax in a hot car. And so when I'm walking around in Target, yeah, I'll probably be at Target. This bag will go in. I'll have my purse, and it will probably just sit right on top of my purse in the cart, ready to go. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen when I'm walking down the aisles? When I'm running and get my nails done, it's going to be sitting right there. People are going to look around. They're going to look down. They're going to go, oh, do you sell Scentsy? Yes, I do. Do you have a current catalog? Let me go ahead and give you a catalog or a product list. Or did you see the monthly special? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh my gosh, you're going to love this warmer. Oh, you want a sample? Here, take this sample with you. I'm going to have everything I need right then and there. Okay, maybe they're saying, oh my gosh, well, and you have a new catalog that starts in September? Look, I've got my postcards all ready to go, right? All I have to do is either just hand them one, or I can say, hey, let me go ahead and get your name and address. So that way I can put it on my mailing list. I can write it down right here, take a quick picture on my phone, save it to my phone so I can upload it to my workstation when I've got a second, and I've got their contact information, and I have a postcard ready to go out the mail to them. Bam. Done. Now, with your catalogs and your product lists, remember, I'm using these guys until they're dead. So I'm using up every single last stinking one of them. And I do this very easily to be able to talk about, let me put this stuff back in my bag. I call this my travel bag, or my walking office. There we go. Oof. Okay. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Got it. Okay. Had a long day. I take my product list and I fold mine tri-fold. Okay. So I take these guys. Pull one out. I take these product lists and I just fold it in 3. And then at the top, because you don't want to send anything out the door without your information on it. Again, Vistaprint, love my Vistaprint, love their sales. So I just have this self-inking stamp. It has 3 lines. And so the 3 lines that I chose to put on it, it has my name, my Scentsy website, and my email address on it. You can choose to do whatever you want. You can put stickers on them, whatever. This is just easier and less expensive, and I'm not wasting a whole bunch of stickers. So I've got my information at the top. Then what I did is all I did was just take Post-it notes, and a pen, and all I wrote was semi-annual sale, August, almost everything 10% off. And then what did I do? I took my amazing and fantastic Scentsy washi tape and stuck it on, so that way I made sure that the Post-it note wouldn't come off, because Post-it notes tend to not stick very well, especially in the heat, so I wanted to make sure it didn't come off of my product list. But to make sure that everybody knows what is and what isn't 10% off. So what is not 10% off? Your basic answer is any licensed product. What do we mean by licensed? Well, or MLB, that's a licensed product, right? Our mossy oak, that's a licensed product that we have that Scentsy has gotten. Our campus collection, licensed. The mossy oak plug or night lights. Our charitable cause breast cancer warmer. These are all licensed products. So for licensed products, a portion of every sale goes back to those organizations. So Scentsy is not in the business of trying to cheat anybody. So that's why, or one of the main reasons why, they are not discontinued. And it probably has something legal to do with the license agreement or whatever. But my whole point is, like, when we buy for, especially like campus collection, did you know that a portion of every single sale for the campus collection goes back to that college that you just bought? So like if you bought the Kansas Jayhawk one, a portion goes back to the University of Kansas College. Fun fact. But that way, very quickly, I've just highlighted it for them. So all I have to do is say, hey, the highlighted stuff, not 10% off. Everything else is. Now, for your catalog, another good way to do this, I mean, you could take the time and do the same thing. Go through and highlight the things that are not. But just for you, so you know, all you have to do to tell your customers is say, anything in the catalog that has an asterisk next to it is not 10% off. Okay? So the only other thing aside from the, there it is, aside from the licensed products are things with the asterisk. So for example, the Perfect Scentsy combos. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little asterisk at the end of Perfect Scentsy. So that means that these are not available for 10% off. They're already really discounted, right? This is an amazing discounted rate. So we're not discounting them any more than what they already are. So that's a really good way to be able to have everything on the go and ready. You're not having to sit there and explain anything. I can easily hand this to someone, and that way they'll see it right there on the front and know, bam, 10% off sale going on this month. You also want to make up your possibility packets, and that's what I use for recruiting. So when someone tells me that they are interested in joining my team, I will have possibility packets made up, and mine are actually in the kitchen. Oh, I should have brought that in. They're sitting in the kitchen because I was making some up yesterday. And basically what I do for that, it's a host and join brochure, a business card, a sample, and then right now I'm giving out product lists because I've got too many. I need to get rid of them. And so that all goes into a possibility packet. And then I also, when I send those out, I will very quickly do a handwritten card, because I always do handwritten cards because it's just something I do. So I do that. So easy shortcuts there, right, guys? You can order some postcards through Vistaprint, make your life easier. So again, when you're getting ready to send things out, you don't have to sit there and spend a whole lot of time writing a whole bunch of info. All I have to do is write a name and an address and put a stamp on it. It's ready to go. So we've got that stuff to do. Of course, you got pouch parties, tote parties, bag parties, all that stuff. So think of ways, again, that you can work smarter and not harder. So do you see how these things are like all ready and prepped? Yes, I did take some time, and usually it happens on a weekend when I'm sitting at the house and maybe I've done Pinterest for like 3 hours. No, I would never do Pinterest for 3 hours. And I'm like, oh, I should really do some real work. And so that's when, like last weekend, so I sat there and I made up, you know, I just wrote on the Post-it notes and I quickly put them on there, took my highlighter. I didn't even get off the couch to do that, guys. It didn't take a lot of effort to sit there and do that, but I have everything prepared and ready. So all I have to do is grab and go. Same thing with my basket of samples. All I have to do is grab and go. Make your life easier. Seriously, make your life easier in ways, whatever it is that you can figure out that works for you. Do it, do it, do it. Because your business is your business. I say this all the time. Make it what you want it to be. Make it work for you and how you need it to work. Know that you can achieve the Nashville or the Disney World trip. If you want it, you can make this happen. You can totally make this happen. I don't care if you're brand new, and especially if you're brand new, you have so many opportunities because you're the people who can earn Shooting Star and get those trip credits. You are the people who can earn Sensational Start and get those trip credits. I can't do those things. Shooting Star happens within your first 15 days as a consultant. I'm way past my first 15 days. Sensational Start happens within your first 70 days as a consultant. I'm way past my 70 days as a consultant. Those are things that I cannot do. I also cannot promote to certified. I can't get there, right? I've passed certified. I'm not there. I can't promote to lead. I can't get there. I can't promote to star. The next one I can achieve is superstar. So I'm at the top of the scope of being able to get a lot of those points. And so therefore my options of getting those trip credits are limited. You as a newer consultant, sky is the limit. So if you put in the work, if you work your business and really focus, whether that's making a dream board, putting a Post-it note on the fridge, making it your wallpaper on the computer, you're going to be looking at it and you're going to go, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to work my business. And I'm making it easy because I've prepped myself to make it easy to do. Even when you're busy and you've got a full-time job and you've got one of these and you've got dinner that needs to be made and you've got the house that needs to be cleaned and the laundry that is in the dryer that I have to go down and get because it needs to be folded and the reports I need to finish for work before tomorrow morning.
Mom, let me say goodbye at the end, okay?
Yeah, let's say goodbye. I'm already stressing about all the things I need to do right now.
Bye.
I hope this has helped you. Again, I apologize for my technical snafu last night. I promise that I'm going to work on it. It's one of my personal goals to get that live streaming down because I love it. And I'm going to make it work. One way or another, I'm going to make it work. So if you see lots of different videos of like little short bursts.
Thursday, and you don't have to go to work.
I wish. So if you see little quick burst videos, that might be me just trying things out. So pay no mind if it's a really quick video. Have a great week. I will talk to you very soon.
Goodbye.
Very soon. I have some fun videos planned. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe. You're not going to want to miss it. Fun stuff coming. And we've got huge things coming in September. So peace, love, happiness. And I will see you all next week, Tuesday at 9:15 Central Standard Time for our normal time slot. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.